Okay, if you just watched the first video where I showed you how cool it is to use Appender to grade the student work, I'm just going to show you how to make it right now. So let me show you this. This is the form we used, and all I'm going to do right now is just do I want to do make a copy so that I can show you how to make it from scratch. Okay, well, kind of from scratch. All right, so here's my new one. I'm just going to open up that one. And notice this one says copy of. Why am I here? I'm going to go ahead and add copy of. I know that sounds dumb, but I want to make sure that I know I'm working in the new one and not the old one. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is name it something, to remind yourself of what that paper is. You can copy this for each new paper, but this is the why am I here rubric. Your very first question, and by the way, there's only like 3 or 4 questions. Your first question should be student name, and you should make it a drop down. The good news is you don't have to type all of those names. Those are all going to automatically populate based on what's in the Google file folder that you drop it into. So all you do, student name, make it a drop down, and if you want to see it happen, you can watch me. I'm going to get rid of all of these papers, and you'll see that it's going to like automatically populate when I put it in that folder. Okay, so student name, drop down, you don't have to put anything else. Rubric, I made this say content. By the way, this is a multiple choice grid. So row 1 content, row 2 style and voice, row 3 grammar mechanics, and row 4 organization. You should totally make those say whatever you want them to say. For column 1, I said we have some work to do in this area, but we will get there. Column 2, I said you're getting there, but there's still room for improvement. Column 3, good job. Let's talk about how we can bump this up to perfection. And column 4, wow, you are awesome in this area. You can make it say whatever you want to reflect your personality. Okay, comments is my favorite. I did proofread for spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. Great job. This is just what I was looking for. Loved reading what you had to say about your goals. You can add whatever you want. You could say something like, your parenthetical citation is missing. If you're kind of like sarcastic or whatever with your students and they're okay with that, you could say, this paper really sucks. You wouldn't really say that. We all know that. I'm just saying, you can put whatever you want in there. Make sure this one is check boxes, okay? Because you want to be able to say more than one of these things. And this is super important. Make sure you leave the little other box there so that you can have a spot to type whatever you really want. I'm going to get rid of that because we wouldn't really want that. How about this? This paper is so good. I wish I had written it myself. You are amazing. I wish I were more like you. I wish I were you. You know what? I'm getting carried away. I'm going to stop. Okay, and then your last one should be a short answer. And you don't have to say score out of 25. You could just say score if you want to. That way you can put 100 or whatever you want to say. Okay, so look. Title, student name, which is drop down, rubric, which I did multiple choice grid. You don't even have to do the rubric if you don't want to. You could just go straight to comments. Comments, check boxes so that you can do more than one. And score, short answer. That's it. That is beautiful. Okay, now over here on the little 3 dots, which you should all, if you see the 3 dots, just click them and see what your options are. Go to add-ons. And this is an add-on that's in Google Forms, not in Google Docs. So make sure you're doing this in Forms. Search for Appender. Okay, so I'm searching for Appender. Because I already have it, it says manage, but if you didn't already have it, it would say plus free. You would click the plus free and then say allow. Just let it do whatever it wants to do. It's never done anything bad to me. So just say plus free and allow. And then when you've done that, you'll get this little puzzle piece, which is the add-on piece, when you're back here in Forms. Okay, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to click the puzzle piece and then click Appender. Click Open Sidebar. And then it says, what folder do you want this to pick from? Basically what it's saying is, where do you want me to grab all the student work from? So you say pick from Drive. All of those student papers are in this right here, that folder. So I'm going to say select. I clicked it, I said select, and then I'm just going to say next. And this select question thing, it's just a little bit buggy. I have to usually click it a couple of times for it to work. There it goes. So click student name, that's the one that's really important, and then save and populate selected question. Okay, look, just gave me all my papers there. Awesome. So I'm going to say next. And then I click all of these except for timestamp because I don't really care about the timestamp. And then step 4, and you're almost done here. Step 4, do separate vertical tables, and that's going to give you a really cool little box that's going to pop up on the student work. So then say enable. And you're just going to sit there and you're going to be like, what now? Because it doesn't look like it's doing anything. But once you did enable, you just click the X. Okay, now this is important. Click the little eyeball for preview because you got to be in the preview mode. I'm going to get out of that one and go back here to my paper. I haven't graded this student's paper. So here it is. Here's his paper. Pretend like I read that really carefully. And now I'm going to just grade it. Okay, we're going to say he was awesome at everything because he probably was. And look, here are my comments. And I'm going to give him a 25 out of 25, which works just fine. Say submit. Go back to his paper. And look, there it is. Oh, and remember what I showed you in the other one? For some crazy reason, it separates all of those Dropbox comments with a comma. If you want, you can just go back and delete the comma and hit an enter, and then that you can do like a little bulleted, which is what I do. I think that's great. I love this app. I know you just spent 6.5 minutes watching this, but it's totally worth it. And again, you can copy this form over and over, so you don't have to make it once. All right, send me an email if you need my help with it. Bye.